Hey folks, this is Josh, Stony Ridge Farmer. Welcome to the farm vlog today. Today's vlog is nothing to do with farming, but it is something to do with some things that you might have seen in the background in my videos. So today we're going to take you around. We're going to talk to you about these two vehicles that we have right here. This is a 1987 Buick Grand National, and that is a 1986 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. We're going to walk around these cars. We'll talk to you a little bit about them. We'll have some fun, and we'll tell you what our future plans are here on the farm. I've already got a few parts for them, a few things. We might be taking that to the drag strip. I don't know. It's a beautiful car. It's on my bucket list, and I love these old GM G-body cars. So come along today. We'll take you around. We'll show you some cars and have some fun. All right? Stoney Ridge. From Stoney Ridge. Stoney Ridge Farm. Now you had to know the Grand National was going to be saved for last. That's the best. That's awesome, wonderful car. What we're going to talk about first is the Oldsmobile Cutlass. This is an 86 Oldsmobile Cutlass. I'm going to walk you around it, talk to you about it, and tell you why I think these cars are going to be valuable someday. This body style, the GM G body, is going to be hot. It's going to be hot one day. It might take 20 years for it to get hot, but these cars are going to be hot. This is the next muscle car. Let's take you around and show you. Let's give you a little bit of history on the purchase of these two vehicles. Both of these cars were purchased on Craigslist. I don't know what you guys do at your house, but in the evening time, I'm playing around on Craigslist, on eBay, just looking at stuff like this and dreaming about it, figuring out what it's worth, and just having fun, just combing through Craigslist. Whether I buy it or not, it's kind of just fun to page through that stuff. Both of these vehicles were bought on Craigslist for a very, very good deal. This car right here is a cream puff, almost like brand new. Check it out. So the Cutlass basically looks like a brand new car. It's had one repaint. This body is straight as an arrow. Just super duper straight. There is not a dent, a door ding, a scratch, anything. The only issue in the whole car is a little bit of paint flaking right here on the back bumper, on that plastic back bumper. It's in two spots, right here and right here. Very, very cool car, very nice car. Inside this car, it's just like Grandma had it. Now you hear that door hinge squeaking right there? You can hear that guy squeaking. The door hinge pins need to be replaced right here. The car is clean as a whistle. The interior is not the ideal color. It's blue, but I don't know that anybody's ever even sat in the back seat of this car. Really, really, really nice. All right, let's get in here and we'll start her up for you. Nice. Runs like a top, just like Grandma's car. And it is kind of Grandma's car. We'll pop the hood here. This still has the original radio in it, no tape player. Pretty cool, and it still jams. It doesn't jam on that station because it's NPR. So under the hood here is an Oldsmobile 307. This is the desirable engine for this car. The air conditioner has been gone through, so the air blows cold as it can be. It has 86,000 original miles on it. And what it needs under the hood here is some new valve cover gaskets. So we got a little bit of oil leakage and oil seepage down here. And the car hasn't been driven very much, so I get a little bit of smoke. So we're gonna have to replace those valve cover gaskets on this little small block V8. Now this is the Cutlass Supreme model, which means it came with a quarter vinyl or half vinyl top. I don't know what you call it. Guys, post a comment down there. Tell me what you call that. The thing is just clean as a whistle. Let's go in the trunk real quick. Now it's kind of the base model, so it didn't have the tape player and it doesn't have a trunk lid popper button, however you want to call that. So let's get her open here. Squeaky. Clean as a whistle, original hubcaps right in there, original spare tire. This car is clean. Clean as a whistle. I want you to give me a guess down there. I'm asking you to leave a lot of comments here. Give me a guess down there in the video description what this car, what you think it's worth, what I paid for it. Now don't say $5 or something stupid. Tell me what you really think it's worth. Clean as a whistle. And it's got those Oldsmobile rally wheels, I guess that's what you call them. Brand spanking new tires. So I got some cool keychains for it, and we got to get rid of this guy. Throw this floor mat out. We have something really special down here. So we're kind of putting a personal touch. This is a piece of chrome that goes on the driver's side fender. And we got a few things for the Buick. We got a front license plate for the Buick, and we got some nice floor mats. Both of these cars had garbage for floor mats, and the Cutlass gets a new set of floor mats too. Let's go ahead and stick those guys in here. All right, so out with the old, yeah, and in with the gold. Nice. So this floor mat set came from eBay, and you can see the old mats, they're okay. I mean, they kind of slip around, slide around. These are a custom fit floor mat from eBay, and they have a lot of these for these GM G-body cars, and it's windy and I'm making a mess. So there it is. Take that guy, slide him into place. Pretty. This thing will be awesome to take to some cruise-ins. That thing will be really awesome to take to some cruise-ins. Maybe I'll get my neighbor, my buddy, to drive this, and I'll drive that. The thing that sold me on this car the most was how clean the interior was and roll-up windows. These old cars like this, they're just troublesome. The windows can just be troublesome. The Grand National, it has power windows, and sometimes they're like, I think I can. Let's go check the Grand National out. We'll talk about how many miles and what it's all about. All right, let's get right into the meat and potatoes of talking about this car. And I've got something that I want to put on the front of it right now. In Virginia, that's where this car came from, you have to have a front license plate. So we'll put this on for a front license plate. In North Carolina, you don't have to have it. So we're going to slap this guy on here. This little symbol means something, and it means something as a piece of history, as a piece of automotive history. If you don't know what this car is, I suggest you get on your Wikipedia or your Google machine there and you learn a little bit about these cars. So this was a experimental type car that Buick did back in the mid to late 80s. So I think it was between 1984 or 82 and 1987 these cars were built. This is a turbo 3.8 liter V6, and it will fly. It absolutely flies. We'll talk a little bit more about the specs of the horsepower, or one of you guys go down there, pull the specs and post them down in the comments. This is a piece of automotive history. This thing gets you props everywhere. It gets you props with the Mercedes guys. It gets you props with the exotic guys. This is an awesome car. So we're going to talk a little bit about it. This is a 87 model, I said. It's a 2-owner car. The guy I bought it from bought it in 1995. Awesome. Consequently, there are a bunch of parts in the trunk, a bunch of spare parts, and we'll talk about them. Let me give you a little bit of Stoney Ridge farmer family history on Buicks. Grandpa always had a Buick. All the way from the late 40s and 50s, all the way through the 80s, Grandpa had a Buick. From the Roadmaster to the Riviera to the old boat tail Riviera, Grandpa had a Buick. Now the Buicks of days past are not quite what the Buicks are nowadays. Buicks were widely regarded as a luxury vehicle, and they were really stepping out of the box to build this Grand National. This car is built on the Regal platform, but it's tight. It will outrun a Corvette of the year. It will outrun any street car of the year that was mass produced other than the Ferrari and the Lamborghini. This car was fast for its day, and it was really thinking outside the box for Buick. We're just going to walk around it a little bit. We'll talk more history as time goes on, and we'll tell you what we're going to be doing with the car. It's dirty right now, and I tell you what, living on a dirt road with a car as blacked out as that, it's going to stay dirty. That's okay. We're going to drive it anyway. So we picked this car up for a steal. It has 96,000 original miles on it. Had one repaint also. The interior is clean as a whistle, and it just got a nice new set of floor mats in here. Back seat looks pretty good. The guy hauled his dog back from Virginia in this thing, and it actually bit. It looks like it bit right here or slobbered right here. I don't know. I haven't had time to clean this car up. This is the symbol for the Buick Turbo. These seats are original. This is original cloth. All this is original. We've ordered new pull handles. They were not with the car when we bought it. Now you'll notice it only has 85 miles per hour on the speed limit. I don't know if that was something to do with Buick and with insurance, but this car will run well over 85 miles an hour. It still has the original radio in it. Console looks great, no scratches, and I bought this external console. This kind of sits right on top of the original. The original is underneath there, but this gives you a nice armrest. Pretty cool. So Buick is just clean as a whistle. It's got some fit and finish issues, like little stuff like this. It's sagging down, but a little epoxy will hold that in place. You can see it has an RPM gauge and a boost gauge. Now I don't know that the boost will kick in if it's just sitting here. Here's another little fit and finish item that I'm kind of concerned about. We're gonna pop the hood down here and we'll go under the hood. This car is basically bone stock under the hood. Nothing too spectacular. We'll do a little dress up this thing, and we'll probably replace this insulation underneath the hood. The shocks on each side are bad, so the hood won't stay up. And right here, the brake booster has been replaced. Basically, that's it. Nothing really spectacular. This car is basically an all original vehicle. Very nice. And some work has been done to the air conditioner on it, I can tell. You can see a little bit of RTV kind of done in not such a good way. Let's close the hood up here. Nice. This car is straight up mean. It is fast, mean, and fun. Let's talk about the paint. So it's had one repaint, and you can see right here, there are some issues with the paint, just a few little issues. Nothing really bad. Not gonna sell this car for a while. I'm gonna enjoy it. If I decide to repaint it, I'll repaint it, no big deal. Exhaust normally would have come out right here. This has been added onto it. I don't like it. I want it to be original, so we're gonna put it out right here like it's supposed to be. These are dual exhaust pipes. All right, so if you want to get pulled over, right there is the thing to have on your license plate. Let's look in the passenger side here. Open her up. Nice. We'll pop the trunk, and I'll show you all the goodies in the trunk that we're going to be working with. In the trunk, it's not as clean as the other car, and this car is not as clean and not as straight as the other car. It really isn't. Let's see here. So we've got a few boxes of parts. Those shocks for the hood are right here. Good deal. Got a few things. Got a car cover it came with, and this is the stick that the guy was using to prop the hood up on the Buick Grand National. Not cool. Well guys, you asked for it, you got it. Right there is the 1986 Oldsmobile Cutlass you've been seeing in the background of the vlogs, and right here is the 1987 Buick Grand National. So you asked me for a little tour, a little walk around, and now you got it. You can look forward to these vehicles being in future vlogs. We'll be working on them, we'll be having some fun. And if you subscribe to the channel, you just might get to see the Grand National do a nice burnout. I hope to get this thing really hyped up, really nice, but I want to do it all tastefully. I want to do it right. So thanks a lot, guys. Anything with four wheels, I love having fun with cars. I love working on cars, tractors, trucks, Jeeps, whatever. We still got the $100 truck. It's right up the hill. There's the t-shirt. We've still got the Bronco. We've got the $100 truck. We got the Willys Jeep. And now we've got these two G bodies. We're gonna have some fun on the farm. All right? Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.
The system like a true modern day Robin Hood.